What's up, everybody? It's your boy the Pink Daddy. So today I kind of want to just sit down at the table and go over my EDC setup, my everyday carry setup, as far as like what belt I use, what pistol I carry, holster, any other things that I would use in an everyday, situation or whatever you want to call it. And I also want to go over, maybe some common mistakes that, a lot of people, me included in the past, have made as far as getting everything together to carry, and also give a little bit of advice for anybody who is new to carrying or wants to, or just learn in general. So for my everyday carry, I'll start off with the belt because that, besides the pistol, is the most important part. I have a blue Alpha belt, EDC belt, very, very durable belt. It's USA made. They're made here in Georgia, so it got here super quick when I had it. I've had it for a good while. It's held up really well. I can't remember the price on it, but they're not too much. Yeah, check Blue Alpha belts out. They make really good quality gear. And as far as the belt goes, you want to get a belt that's tried and true. Just me personally, I prefer, something made in the USA, just to support, businesses here. And something that is going to be reliable and durable for you. This belt's super stiff, and that's what you really want with your EDC belt. That way you already know that it's not gonna break on you or have the fabric, frail or anything like that. Make sure it has a good buckle. Yeah, so that's your main piece of kit as far as EDC goes, is a really good quality belt. Don't get no cheap, rinky-dink belt. Seriously, I'm all for saving money and finding good value in things. But your belt is what's really gonna make or break you as far as your EDC setup goes, because you get a good belt, you're not gonna print, even if you carry a full-size pistol. Like sometimes I carry a Glock 17, and your belt's gonna be a big, big part of that as far as printing goes. So yeah, that's my belt setup. So for my everyday carry, concealed carry weapon, I carry, hold on, make sure this is clear and safe. See? I carry a CZ P10C normally. I love this little pistol. It's a compact pistol, very comparable to the Glock 19. I mean, it's perfect for me. Very good grip. Usually I stipple and bastardize all my pistols. Like my Glock's already been stippled and everything like that, but I don't think I'm gonna do anything to this. I love it because it's very left-handed friendly. I'm extremely left-handed. Like, I know a lot of lefties, they can do a lot of things right-handed, but man, like, my whole life I've had an issue with using my right hand for a lot of things, and I know it's kind of a crutch, but I mean, it's something I've dealt with. But yeah, it's very left-handed friendly. Ambidextrous mag release that I have on the right side for my left thumb. Ambidextrous slide release. I really like being able to use my thumb to rack that slide again once I insert the mag to reload. That way I don't have to do that like on a Gen 3 Glock or something like that. Streamlight TLR1 light. I run a Surefire X300 on my Glock, but this specific light, this TLR1 HL, I've had through many pistols. It's lasted me a long time, so people can hate on Streamlight all they want. I don't even give a care, because this specific light right here has lasted me a very long time. Yeah, chambered in 9mm. CZ makes amazing pistols. They have for a very, very long time. Yeah, I love this polymer pistol. It's a great shooter, and the main kicker about the CZ P10C is that I can guarantee you won't find, well, I should say, besides probably a Walther, but other than that, I can guarantee that you won't find a better trigger out of the box than the CZ P10C. If I'm not mistaken, it's right around 3.5–4 pounds off the manufacturing lot, bro. Like, it's crispy, super crispy. We'll ghost it for a second here. Very little creep. Oh, that brake is just so clean. Check the reset. See, I mean, it's amazing. And then I have a Holosun 509T on here. Our previous video, I talked about this a little bit, but not much. I like this one. Now, does it compare well to my Holosun with the ACSS Vulcan reticle? Not really to me, just because I really enjoy primary arms reticles. But this reticle in here looks just like an EOTech style reticle, and it gets me on target, and it does its job. Night sights, front and back. I want to get some suppressor height sights for this just to co-witness with the dot, but don't really have those where I can get them right now. And as far as the mounting plate, it is the CHPWS mounting plate for the CZ-P10C and the Holosun 509T. Super sturdy plate, love it, yep. And as far as my holster goes, I have a Nightfall Customs married appendix carry holster. Chris over there at Nightfall Customs makes some really really quality stuff. He's helped me out for a long time with basically all of my firearms as far as carry goes. And for like my battle belts and stuff, he makes the mag carriers. So yeah, give Nightfall Customs a look. He's on Facebook, Instagram, and it's nightfallcustoms.com too, if I'm not mistaken. His lead times are great. That's another reason why I keep sticking with him to get all my stuff. So yeah, extra mag carrier, very durable Kydex. This holster's lasted me a good while. It's got a nice little bend in it so that it kind of sits in the appendix area just right, because you don't want anything to nick on your man parts or lady parts too. I mean, it's 2023, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's got these nice clips right here. It's got the little mod thing over there to press up against your belt. It's really concealable, no printing for me at all. Yeah, and the stickers on there are Bread%. He makes some dope stuff too. Check him out on Instagram, Bread%. Yeah, so that's pretty much it as far as my holster and my pistol setup. So another thing for EDC, in my personal opinion, now not everybody believes the same thing, and that's perfectly fine, but for me, as a man, and for men, I personally feel like you should carry some kind of pocket knife or just some kind of EDC knife in general, like even if it's like a K-bar, the TDI smaller ones, anything like that. Because you never know when you're going to need to use a knife, whether it be for opening something, you know, you might have to use it on you know, somebody trying to hurt you. So I feel like a pocket knife is really, really worth buying and having to keep on your EDC or on your person in general. This one is a CJRB. It's like a cleaver type deal. I really, really like this. I wasn't expecting this much value off of an Amazon knife, just to be completely honest, but this knife is pretty dope. You know, I've used it for a good little minute here, and it's got carbon fiber handles and everything, and it's just like any other knife. You press the thing to the side and pull it down. It comes open pretty quickly, but it stays, you know, it stays intact as far as like, you know, as I'm moving and everything like that. It's got a clip on it, so you can just put it right there in your pocket. Again, I feel like for every man, they should have a pocket knife. I mean, granted, that's how I was raised. That's how my grandpa, you know, taught me you should always have a knife or some kind of multi-tool on you, or a Leatherman or something like that. But yeah, keep one of those on you. Another thing for me personally, y'all might find this funny, but I always keep like some kind of like beard comb or brush on me, because your beard throughout the day is probably going to get, you know, frayed, and it's going to get, you know, sweaty if you're working, and going to start poofing out with humidity, stuff like that. So I usually just keep a beard brush on me so it doesn't do that or get tangled or anything like that, because my beard gets really tangled. And my wife got me this like flip out comb for Christmas, and I really dig it. It's a Viking Revolutions, yeah, wooden comb. It's apparently handcrafted. Comes with this little pouch. I really like it. I keep it on me all the time. Just, you know, brush my beard like that, or, you know, whatever. I don't have any hair up top, so this is definitely just for my beard. So, oh, so another thing that I forgot to talk about is what kind of ammo are you carrying also. Whether you carry 380 or freaking 9mm, 40, Smith & Wesson 45, or heck, even 32 ACP. Get quality self-defense ammo. Do not carry freaking ball ammo or whatever, like that one guy from his name's Mike or something like that. I mean, if that's all that you have and can afford, okay, that's perfectly fine, right? But I personally recommend some kind of hollow points or something like that. That way that, you know, you get not only what you're paying for, but whoever's trying to attack you or whatever threat you're taking out, they get what they're paying for too, if you know what I'm saying. That they expand and shred out. It's in my eyes, it's necessary to have some kind of like a hollow point or something like that. I actually carry a mixture just because I had so many, I might as well just mix it up, right? But I mix it up with Fiocchi, if that's how you say it. If not, I apologize. But Fiocchi 147 grain hollow points, basically. And then also Winchester Silvertip 147 grains. They pack a punch for 9mm, and they'll take a bad guy down if it comes to that. So we just went over my EDC setup, and some other things that I want to talk about are common misconceptions and mistakes that people make when they're getting into concealed carry, or if they've been doing it a while even still. Number one, and I kind of talked about it before, is don't buy a cheap belt. Get a good quality belt that is going to last an extremely long time, something that's going to be very stiff for a long time, and something that is flexible for you as far as like adjustments. So like get your size that you're supposed to get. Don't get a smaller size thinking that's cool, and don't get a bigger size thinking that you might grow into it, because not 100% of the time that's not going to be true. So get a good quality belt. Blue Alpha Belts makes good belts. One belt that is a good bit cheaper that I actually wouldn't mind recommending to people is the Wolf Tactical EDC belt on Amazon. I actually did run that one for a little while, and it's actually pretty dope. I'm not even gonna lie, it's maybe like 28 bucks or something like that. That's probably the cheapest and like lesser known belts that I would go. But there's plenty other belts out there. Like I said, Blue Alpha belts. Wilder Tactical makes actually freaking awesome belts. If I didn't run the Blue Alpha, it would be a Wilder. They have a little bit higher lead times, but from what I can see, it's worth it. Another thing is people like to skip out on training with their concealed carry weapon. Yes, it's cool to go out and wear your plate carrier and your chest rig and take your AR or your AK or do some long range shooting out of the range. That is perfectly fine, and because I do it all the freaking time, right? But make sure that you're taking the time to hit the range or wherever you can train at with your EDC setup. Make sure you get your draws right. Make sure you can come out of the draw and fire on target, even if it's at 5 yards, because bad guys are probably going to be right in front of you, but you still need to make sure you got that quick reaction time and that snap that you need to protect your life and those others around you and your loved ones. And you don't even have to go to the range. You can sit in the house with your holster and your pistol on your person and just sit there, pull, dry fire. And you can even time yourself if you got to, but make sure you're doing something to get better at carrying, because there's no point of carrying if you're not willing to put in the work to save your own life and, more importantly, all the others around you. Another common misconception or mistake that people make is buying a pistol that's, I don't want to say cheap, because cheap doesn't mean quality, but a pistol that isn't the most reliable pistol that you can get. I completely understand not having a lot of money to go out and get like a Glock or an FN or, honestly, even a CZ or something like that. I completely understand that, right? But make sure that you're, getting something quality that is gonna save your life. Literally, the reason you carry this firearm, and granted, it's not a sword, it is a shield, but the reason you carry this is to protect yourself, your loved ones, and all of those around you from anybody trying to do harm or, commit any kind of crimes against you and everybody. That is the main purpose of carrying this firearm. So I joke around a lot, and I like to play jokes and hee hee ha ha or whatever, but one thing that I'm extremely serious about, I want y'all to know this for real, is the fact that carrying a firearm is what's going to prevent you literally from laying on the ground with white chalk drawn around you, or possibly even your kids or your wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, aunt, uncle, whatever it may be. This is the reason that if something bad happens, you will make it out alive and you'll be able to continue to protect your loved ones. It is not a joke, and it's not funny to be out there honestly carrying something that maybe costs like $100, like a High Point. Now granted, I did have a High Point C40, and that thing, I mess with that, but I'm not gonna carry that gun. So get what you can afford, yes, but do not get a firearm that you question it being able to protect yourself or those around you. More importantly, again, those around you, because you wanna make sure that you're taking care of other people before yourself. That is first and foremost. So yeah, get something like a CZP-10C. They're not that expensive. The non-optics ready model right now, honestly, it might be like $350 or $400. That's not a lot for a good quality pistol that's gonna last a good while. You can get like a Gen 3 Glock for maybe $400 or $500 online. There's all kind of pistols and alternatives that you can use to carry. So sorry, I know I went on a rant, but I just wanted y'all to know that I am serious about concealed carry weapons and the reliability of them, and the fact that this is your first line of defense to save yourself and your family, because I have 6 kids. That's why they call me the Pink Daddy. Last name Pinkerton, 6 kids, a hell of kids. So I want to be able to protect my babies at all times, no matter where we are. I don't care, I'm carrying. That's my God-given right, and I'm gonna protect my kids and my freaking smoking hot wife. So now that my little tangent's over, another mistake that a lot of people make is wearing tight clothing, regardless if you're skinny, fat, ripped, whatever. Wearing tight clothing that is going to show your firearm. That is the last thing that you want people to know, is that you are carrying a firearm, right? Now, you don't have to go out there and wear like the 2003 through 2005 them franchise boys freaking lean with it, rock with it, white tees. You don't have to do that. Get a shirt that fits moderately, you know what I mean? Like, don't go out there and get muscle shirts and stuff like that, or, you know, like screaming emo tees, which I'll always be emo, but she said don't wear tight clothes while you're carrying. You don't want people to know that you're carrying. That's the whole point. So if you have to, go up a size. If you wear a medium, just grab a large. Grab a large athletic fit so it's still toned to your body, but it's not going to print, right? So, and that kind of goes back to earlier when I was talking about my belt. You can have the best belt that's going to prevent you from printing, but if you're literally wearing something that is basically skin, you're going to print, right? So make sure you're getting clothes that fit you. Right. So also another thing as far as clothing goes is it's a really good idea to go up a size in pants so that you can get this comfortability going, right? You want to make sure that your belt is tightened as much as it needs to go, but you also need to have room for your holster, your firearm or whatever. And you don't have to carry appendix. That's just my personal preference. You know, you can carry the 3 or I guess for lefties, the 9, or even, well, I wouldn't recommend the 6 o'clock position, but some people do it. But yeah, I recommend going up in pant sizes. So if you wear a 32, get a 34. You wear a 34, get a 36. But just make sure that you're doing everything to be comfortable, but still maintain this as close to your body as possible and concealed, because it's literally in the name, concealed carry weapon. You are concealing this firearm to assist you in taking out any threats that may be harm to the people around you, right? So keep that in mind when it concerns clothing. And you know what, actually, another thing that I can kind of talk about as far as clothing goes is don't be Mr. Tactical. Don't be Mr. Tactical, you know, going out there with like 5'11" everything and like freaking, I don't know, just like those type of people that you look at and you're like, I know that he's carrying right now, or like, you know, they just think that you think that you're just Mr. Tactical and like you're out here doing gray man stuff. That's not cool, dude. Just wear regular people clothes, man. You want to be as concealable as you can as far as this goes, and you want to be unrecognizable to the general public, because like I said, dude, the whole point of concealed carry is to conceal what you're carrying. Excuse me. So also keep that in mind too. And I'm not hating on anybody that wears those kind of clothes. I promise you I'm not. But just make sure that you're not doing anything to stand out as a concealed carry holder. So keep that in mind. Also, another thing that I wanted to talk about, and I'll let y'all go. I'm sorry this is taking so long, but another thing that people don't do is they get very complacent and stagnant with the fact that they do carry. And what I mean by that is, you know, sometimes we do want to go out and wear sweatpants or gym shorts or, you know, things like that don't require a belt. Well, I guarantee you that the day that you go to the gas station in your gym shorts, regardless of where you live at, that will be the day that you will probably have to use this. And if you don't have it on you, you're wrong. You are 100% wrong. And I want each and every one of you to know that. So, does the Pink Daddy mean to wear jeans or shorts with belt loops everywhere you go? That's not specifically what I'm saying, right? Because there are sweatpants that have a belt lined in them, or there are firearms that you can get that are so small that you don't even need a belt, right? P365, you can rock that with sweatpants. I've seen a few of my buddies do that. You need to be able to carry this wherever you go, right? Within legal means. You need to carry this wherever you go at all times. I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all. I don't care if it's freaking church, I don't care if it's Walmart, I don't care if it's Publix, I don't care if it's freaking Starbucks. You need to have this on you at all times. This is your responsibility. And if you need to be responsible for something, you don't want it too far away from you, right? You want to have eyes on it, or you want to feel it. So keep this on you at all times. Just keep that in mind, you know, when you want to go out in gym shorts and stuff like that. I know it gets hot down here in the South in Georgia, and heck, I know it gets hot up there in the North too, but just keep that in mind. You can wear shorts and still wear a belt in this too. You know what I mean? You can wear a big baggy tank top if you want to. As long as you have this concealed, you're good to go. So kind of want to just to conclude everything here. So we talked about belt setup, pistol, holster, we went on extra mag, ammo, my knife, my gear cam, and everything else as far as everyday carry setup. So I kind of want to just to conclude today's video with the fact that you can have all this gear and you can have the nicest pistol, you can have like a dang, I don't know, a staccato that you carry, but that means absolutely nothing if you don't get out there and train with your setup, whether it be an EDC setup, a belt setup, plate carrier, whatever. Don't have that gear if you're not going to get out there and train with it. Yeah, it's cool to post pictures on Instagram and look and flex and look cool sometimes. I promise you that's cool because I do that crap too. But if you don't get out there and put your money where your mouth is, it means nothing. You will die. I promise you that. You will die if you don't know how to use your kit and use whatever it is that you consider your everyday carry. I promise you. Stay fit, stay healthy, train, buy ammo. If you buy once, cry once with your pistol, guess what? You don't have to buy anything else. You don't have to upgrade it. Buy ammo, okay? And buy training. Or, if you're blessed with land, get out there and train on it. Do classes if you can. That's all part of being a responsible gun owner and a law-abiding citizen. I can't freaking stand the fact that lately all these people are doing all these shootings and stuff like that. It's terrible. But the fact that we're losing our gun rights each and every day, and it just pisses me off the fact that people like me and all my buddies and millions of people around the United States are losing their freaking gun rights because of irresponsible people with guns. I can't freaking stand it, bro. It's so stupid. Sorry. That's a video for another time, but I appreciate y'all continuing to rock with me. The channel's grown so much in the past few months. I think I started my channel back in late September of 2022 with just a few subscribers, and now we're almost at 300. So I from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate y'all. 300 in the grand scheme of things, no, it's not a lot, but to me it is. Because I can see the growth of the channel, and I appreciate y'all, liking the content and liking the videos and subscribing all the time, and just want to let y'all know that I love y'all, and we're gonna keep this thing pushing. We all go through things in life, and we all have our moments, but the Pink Daddy's still gonna keep pushing, bro. I promise you that. So yeah, with that, like, comment, subscribe. If you haven't already, hit the notification bell so you can see when I'm posting or uploading, and we out. Hopefully the next video will be a shooting video. Appreciate y'all.